I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. Stop shooting up schools. What's it changing? Not a mother thing. Kendrick Castillo, you have my respect, brother. I'm sorry your life had to end the way it did. It was senseless. It was unnecessary. You went out a hero, and you have my full-fledged respect. For the ones that don't know, Kendrick Castillo was the one who tackled the gunman in the Colorado school shooting at the STEM High School. It wasn't that many miles from the infamous Columbine High School where Columbine massacre took place, which I'm sure all of you are very familiar with. Can somebody please explain to me what school shootings solve? How does innocent children losing their life make a difference or bred anything good in this world? Why does it have to keep happening? If I could tell a future school shooter anything, I would tell them what you are doing is pointless. There's no end game to it that can benefit anyone. It only brings heartache. It only brings destruction. It ruins lives. Even people that don't get killed in school shootings or people that wasn't even there are affected by it. Obviously, their families, their friends, people around the world are affected by it because it instills fear in people knowing that it could happen at any moment at any school that their family might be in, or their children, or family in general, teachers, coaches, the staff. And though I do lean more towards the liberal side, I don't think there's really any gun laws you can put into place now that would affect anything. Maybe years down the road, but there's just too many guns on the street, too many guns on the market, too many guns on the black market being sold without any paperwork, without any paper trail, that you would never be able to eliminate every firearm. You would never be able to eliminate the chance of anyone being able to get their hands on a weapon. I really don't know the answer to put an end to all of this. It's more, in my opinion, a human problem. It starts right here, dwells up there, because in any shooting you have, any crime that takes place, there's always a person at one point that had to agree to doing it. There's no way to affect the judgment of everybody, to make their decisions for them per se. I'm at a loss for words on how to fix it. We just rolled over the 20 years since the Columbine shooting, and I'm sure anybody that is of age to remember that, it still holds heavy in their mind no matter where you were that day, from seeing it, plastered on the news, the media, and just everything in general. And for it to happen so close to Columbine High School at the 20-year mark, to me that seems premeditated and thought out, but I don't know that for sure. I've thought about homeschooling my kids. After all these school shootings, I've thought real hard on homeschooling my children, as I'm sure most parents in America has. But then you got the other set of people that say, well, this can never happen. It would never happen to me. What's the chances of that ever happening here? Let me be the first to tell you, it can happen. As soon as I heard there was a shooting in Colorado, or close to Denver, as I've told y'all before, I have a friend that works at Google, and he is now at the Colorado location, the Boulder location. First thing I did was message him to make sure he was okay, because he has a school-age child. The point being, it can happen to anybody you know. Thankfully, it didn't happen to my friend or his children, but it was very close to them, which leads me to my point. It can happen to you, it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody you know. It's a human problem. I don't know how to fix it other than try to just put out, try to talk to anybody that'll listen when I tell you nothing good comes from it. I would love for you to try to explain to me what difference you're making that makes a good in our community. It doesn't.